minutes now for closing statements for each of you. We will start with you, Mr. Reichert.
I appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight. I think, as most people can probably tell, I am not a debate expert. I am a man who grew up in the Renton Highlands. Again, 9 people in an 800 square foot home. I grew up in a home of domestic violence. I lived in my car, checked on my brothers and sisters, and went into the Air Force, joined the Sheriff's Office, was fortunate and blessed enough to be a member of Congress, and I find myself in this position today, coming from that humble place in the Renton Highlands, being a candidate to be your governor. I have shown as the sheriff and as a member of Congress that I can lead, make decisions, tough decisions, in some cases life and death decisions. I have the experience through all of, and blessed with the career that I've had, to have the experience that has brought us to this moment today, where we're facing some of the most major issues that we faced in this state in our history. And number one is crime. Crime has gone through the roof under the leadership, and he talks about leadership, under the leadership of Mr. Ferguson, under the leadership of his good friend and governor, Mr. Inslee. Homelessness has gone through the roof. Mr. Ferguson encouraged the legislature to legalize fentanyl, to legalize other drugs on the streets. Costs have gone up here in Washington State, and we talk about a responsible budget maker to my right, when we are paying more and more and more each day and being taxed more and more each day.
Mr. Ferguson.
Thank you to the Washingtonians tuning in to this conversation. And you've seen a real contrast in our respective visions for the future of the state of Washington. Reproductive freedom. You heard tonight, he went back to Congress and voted 3 times for nationwide abortion bans that criminalize doctors. He said to an extreme pro-life group that he would seek to unravel, his word, abortion protections here in Washington state. I'm endorsed by Planned Parenthood. I'm proud of that. I will defend your reproductive freedom. He went back to Congress and voted dozens of times to repeal and gut the Affordable Care Act, stripping away protections for those of you with pre-existing conditions. In contrast, I fought to defend the Affordable Care Act in court. You've heard about him and Donald Trump. He says, I love Donald Trump's policies. He even bragged to a group that he has a signed MAGA hat at his home. I can assure you we don't need a signed MAGA hat in the governor's mansion. What we need is someone who's a change agent, who will change the status quo. Look, I got my start in politics by challenging a 20-year incumbent from my own party, took on that incumbent, and I won. As an attorney general, I've taken on presidents of both political parties, standing up for workers in the Tri-Cities, standing up for clean air and clean water, and standing up for your rights. That's what we need as a governor. My priorities are public safety. When I'm governor, we'll hire more police officers. We'll make sure you're paying less for gas and groceries and for housing. We'll improve our education system, our workforce training, and apprenticeships. My family's been in the state for 5 generations. I'm looking forward to watching this debate later on with my kids and family. But this election is not about my family. It's about yours. Make Washington State better for every single family. At the end of the day, as governor, I'll protect your rights, I'll defend your freedoms, I'll change the status quo, and I ask for your vote for governor of Washington State. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Mr. Ferguson. Thank you, Mr. Reichert. Our thanks to the panel, Mark Hanrahan and Jim Bruner and Gloria Ibanez from El Sol de Yakima. Voters, you have much to consider as you decide who will lead our state over the next 4 years. We thank you for your time tonight, and we wish you a good evening.